welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today I have a very kind of different video for you guys. I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to film my non-beauty favorites, so some of the things that I've been loving that are not really related to beauty, and also I wanted to include, because there's not a ton of them, I wanted to kind of include some of the items that have kind of failed on me as far as like beauty products. They're mainly like palettes that I've tried and they didn't really work out, and a couple other items. So yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is get started on the products that I have not been loving. That these are just some products that just did not work out for me. Not to say that they won't work for you, but just for me personally, they just did not work out. So the first item I want to talk about is this new mascara that came out not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago, and it's by Maybelline. It's the Real Impact by Great Lash. So it looks like this. So it's a take on the classic Great Lash, the one that is usually a green and hot pink, and this one is just the black and hot pink. So the packaging is different, and it's supposed to be, just like a different-esque type of thing. The reason this failed for me personally was just because I didn't give me any volume. It didn't separate my lashes. Honestly, it did nothing to my lashes. So it was really kind of disappointing because I've heard, well, you know what? I've heard mixed reviews on the original. Some people love it, some people not so much. Some people say it clumps. But I kind of like that whole like full lash, kind of a little bit of clumpiness in it. That's just my personal preference, and I really like it. So I thought maybe I would really like this one, and I didn't. I mean, I used a couple coats and never kind of built on me. I don't know. I just did not like this at all. The brush is all right, but I didn't think that it made any difference to like the actual product inside. As far as the formula of this, it's a little bit on the drier side, and sometimes it depends on the mascara. I might like a drier one, but this one in particular, I did just not like. That's kind of a really funky smell. I mean, all mascaras smell kind of funky, but this one in particular, I get like an extra of a smell in it. So I don't know. I didn't love it. And I went in there like really wanting to like it, and I just did. So the next two products are brow products. And this one is kind of disgusting, but I have a good reason why it's disgusting. I've been trying to use this just because it's like I wanted to like it. But it's by Sonia Kashuk. This is their brow gel, and it's just basically the clear. I know it doesn't look clear anymore, but if you have clear mascara that you use on your brows or just brow gel in general, you will know that it will never stay white. But anyways, I got this because I just thought it would be, I really needed one, and I thought this would be good. And usually, like for example, like what I look for as far as like a good brow gel is just something that's gonna have keep your hairs in place more than anything, kind of tame them down, because my brows could sometimes totally go out of whack. But this one didn't really do anything. The one that I've loved, and I think I've mentioned it in my favorites before, if not on my blog, I think I've mentioned it, is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and that stuff is amazing. That stuff is like hairspray for your brows. It will leave them in place all day, every day. This unfortunately did not, and I was trying to find a more like cheaper alternative just because that one is kind of on the pricier side. So, and I like Sonia Kashuk for a lot of different reasons. She has a lot of makeup items that are really good, so I thought I would give this a try, and it didn't work for me. I really, maybe because I have like crazy eyebrows, I need like something heavy to like really stay in place, and this wasn't that. Or I don't know. I don't know. If you have given this a try, I don't know if it's just me because of my brows. I feel so bad giving it a bad review, but it just didn't work for me. So, oh well. The next item, again, it's a brow item, and this one is by Rimmel London. It's the Professional Eyebrow Pencil. Looks like this. I got mine in shade Hazel. And the reason I did not like this is, first of all, okay, so I barely get any of it. Okay, so I have to press so hard to get any type of like color, which is not something I want to be doing. You know what I mean? So I mean, usually like brow pencils, what you do is you kind of do like brush strokes. Okay, it doesn't. It barely does anything, and you can't really see it. So it, I don't know, and it's just like it's not creamy at all, so it doesn't blend very well into the brows. I just had such a hard time using this, and like I had been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and at the beginning I had a hard time using it. I remember I mentioned it, I think in one of my beauty fails or something like that. I know I had mentioned it before that I didn't like, I wasn't crazy about it, but now that I've been like working with it and retrain it, I do like it and it works amazing. So I kind of expected this to be something kind of similar, and it didn't. The only thing I liked about this was the little brush that it has here. So it brushes really nicely. So that part of it I really liked, but as far as like the actual product, I'm kind of sad, but I didn't really like it. So, again, it's by Rimmel London. It's the Professional Eyebrow Pencil, and mine was in color Hazel. So the color was fine. It wasn't the color. It was just the texture of the actual pencil, and it was just kind of really hard to work with, honestly. The next thing I have are a couple palettes. I have four different palettes. I have the Maybelline. This one is called Luminous Lilacs. So that's what that looks like. And then the other one is the Maybelline Electric Blue. Okay, so usually I don't have any luck with palettes from the drugstore. I usually don't have any luck from them. But this one looked really pretty. I just thought that it would be really, really nice. And it has like a pinky color. It has like a grayish color. There's like really pretty bright purple, and then it has that kind of peachy pink. My issue with this is that look how chunky that is. So once we swatch it, it's so chunky and chalky. Like on camera it might not look that awful, but really in person, like I'm swatching this and I'm barely getting nothing at all. So the gray one is not that bad, but still they're not very pigmented, and the matte color is extremely chalky and just kind of really hard to work with. I really try to like this because the colors were beautiful. And I really wanted to like it in general, but it did not work. Let me grab my wipes. Um, it was just like, I don't know. And I had basically the same issue with the other one, the Electric Blue. This one, because this one hadn't worked and I bought them together, I kind of had an idea that this wasn't. But anyways, I tried to give it a try. Try to give it a try. I don't even think that makes sense, but you know what I mean, right? Anyways, so yeah, so it has like a plain white one, and then it has an electric, like really bright blue. And on camera, it's looking absolutely beautiful, and in person, it's just as beautiful. Except it's so chalky, you guys. Look at that. That's with one swipe, and it's just not. And I even tried doing like with a primer, a base on it, and they were just like, they're so chalky. This one's not that bad, actually. This one is very workable, this white one. And the black one is kind of chalky as well, but again, that one, black is easier kind of to work with. Also, you could use it as a liner. So those are okay, but as far as like the blue and the purple, they're so chalky. And I feel like they're basically the main attraction to this palette, and it did not do that for me. So it was kind of like sad. But yeah, so that was that palette. And then I have two other palettes, and these two are from Revlon. My hair's like all over the place. Revlon. One is the Color Stay palette, and this one is in Decadent. So it has beautiful brown champagne colors, which is something I gravitate towards all the time, just because those are my everyday kind of wearing colors, and I love them. They look great and everything. Again, same issue. They're not pigmented. They're very chunky because they have tons of glitter in them, and chunky and chalky at the same time. So two combinations that you do not want to have in eyeshadows. So that was that. So I was kind of sad about that. Even though the colors are absolutely beautiful, I mean, you really have to work with them to like make them look decent. And there's eyeshadows that I don't have to do that and they're better. So I don't see why going through the trouble. And the other one that I have is the Revlon Photo Ready. This one is in 505 Impressionist. That's what this one is called. So again, the colors are absolutely beautiful, just beautiful taupey champagne colors. Let's see if you could get that. Again, really hard to work with, very chalky. I'm just sad. I really wanted to like these and I didn't. These are supposed to have, I guess, primer, shadow, and sparkle all in one. But they didn't do that for me. So sad, I know. But anyways, those are all the products that haven't like been working out for me as like of lately. And yeah, so now I want to jump into the stuff that I have been loving that are not really like beauty related. They're kind of like just random things, and I wanted to kind of include them in this video because there's only like 4 of them. The first thing I have, I guess this is kind of beauty related ish type of thing. I don't know, but it's kind of like random. So it's the Tangle Teaser. This is the original. Okay, if you have long hair, short hair, any type of hair, you need this in your life. It is amazing to detangle the hair. I mean, I could have my hair super tangly because I don't wash it every day and I curl it. And the more you do stuff with it and you add a hairspray and all that stuff, once you wash it and everything, it still gets really tangled in there. And I shampoo my hair twice, so it really like gets tangly in there. And I mean, I do have a good conditioner, but still, like on a regular brush, trying to brush out all the tangles in my hair is it just sucks. But this one, ever since I discovered this, I cannot live without this. It's amazing. It doesn't matter what kind of type of hair you have, if it gets tangled or not, you need this in your life. It's gonna change you. Yeah. Anyways, next item that I have are these headphones. Look how cute they are. They're like white and gold and anyways, I had been seeing like people that had the Friends headphones, and they were like the rose gold. I mean, those are beautiful, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're about $120, give or take. But that's what they pretty much run for. And of course I wanted to buy them, but I couldn't afford it. So I was looking for some headphones that go over my head, especially when I'm editing and stuff. It makes it like just really easy to kind of concentrate and all that stuff. So I really wanted something like this. I found these at TJ Maxx. No, at Marshalls. I found these at Marshalls and they were like less than $10, I think. So yeah, I've been loving this. They work great. They're so comfy. I took them on a trip and they're even like comfy to sleep with. Like you would think that they would be like super uncomfortable, but actually they were not. So I was like, yay. And the next item I have is a book. I'm such a bookworm and I love to read so much and I love to go to Barnes and Nobles. There's times where me and my sister, we're like kind of bored and we don't know what to do and we're like, let's go Barnes and Nobles. I know we sound like geeks, but we're really not. But it's like I love going to the bookstore. I love reading books. So I discovered this new book. It's called The Museum of Intangible Things by Wendy Woodner, something like that. So basically, look at the cover. I know how they say like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, whatever. I do that. I'm sorry. I need to. It's so pretty. So first of all, I love the actual like cover of it, but the story, I'm not going to give anything away, but basically it's about 2 best friends and it's kind of like a coming of age kind of story where they just graduated high school and they kind of basically are on a new adventure together, and it kind of highlights the strong bond that friendships could build. So that's what basically it's about without giving anything away. But it's such a good read. It's a really easy read, really fast. And yeah, I've been loving this. I'm not completely done with it, but I know that I will very quickly. And it's such a good book, you guys. You guys need to check this out. And the last thing I got that I have that I've been loving are these like American Eagle t-shirts. I actually wore one in one of my styling videos, the fall lookbook part 1 that I did, and they're so comfy and they're so easy to wear. I just been loving this. I got a couple, but this one in particular I've been loving for fall just because it's like a dark purple color and so easy to style. And they're just, you could wear like a bright necklace, and just it's so easy to wear, and they're easy to style and mix an outfit. Like even if you're wearing like super casual stuff, you put this in a necklace, like I said, a cute blazer, and it kind of like umps up the outfit. So I've been just loving these tops. They're so soft and they were so affordable. And they usually have them like all year round at American Eagle, but I got them on this like super sale, which they always have really good sales on their stuff, so you should definitely check them out because they have really good sales. Yeah, I think that was it. Those are just the only items that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so I don't think I have anything else to say other than I think I'm gonna be uploading every Monday now. I did it last week and it worked out fine, so I think I'm gonna be trying to upload every Monday now. And yeah, if there's anything you would like to see from me, just leave it in the comments below and let me know. I'd be more than willing to do that for you guys. And yeah, okay. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.